welcome to this next chapter, and we now have to go to the church, and to do that we will go back and...
The boatman has nothing more to say.
And we have to row
You
back.
climb back into the decrepit rowboat, and the shrouded ghoul ferries you back across the lake.
Well, before we go back there, I think it is a good thing we return to the cottage to see if there's something in there now if we can find something now. Ooh. Something useful now in the... when she is a vampire. Uh-oh! We better save first, and let's see. What? You're still there? Tell me, how the hell are we going to get rid of him? Well, maybe like this. Well, that was better.
It is a portrait of a young...
Now he's not looking.
A pile of cold ashes are the only evidence that a fire once burnt in this hearth. A beautiful vase is filled with pretty flowers. A beautiful vase. You have no need. You don't need any cold. The bed is indeed as soft as it looks.
Let's see if
it is a simple yet comfortably soft bed. It is covered by a decorated quilt. The bed is indeed... You lift the pillow and look beneath it. To your surprise, you discover a small bottle of ointment. A label on the side reads, Wolfbane. Being very careful not to smash it, you take the ointment and put it in your pocket.
I don't know, but I think that we may need that. Well, let's get going. And like I said, I sometimes have to look down. Well, now let's get going to the church. And see if there is a hope that we can find the grave that we need to seek.
Your heart beats faster and faster as you push on the handle of the church door. It opens, and you nervously step inside.
What the hell has happened here?
Evidently, someone stands at the center of the symbol, as you can see some hair on that part of the floor. There are a number of brown robes on the floor, similar to the one worn by the monk you met earlier. A large tapestry now adorns the wall behind the altar. The image on the tapestry bears a depiction of some kind of ceremony or ritual. It is somehow reminiscent of the room you are now standing in. The crucifix has been removed from its original place of prominence and now leans at a careless angle against the wall. You see a book sitting on the altar. It appears old and worn. You look over the book. It is a journal written by Lowolf, head monk of the Church of Kalima. Flipping through it, you see a paragraph with a name you recognize.
It is frustration as thing as always dealing with Count Kaldor and his ilk. He is just like his father, perhaps even worse. He insists that Kalima is to be pushed forward to enlighten the peasantry. Can he not see that this path leads to ruin? How can the people retain their moral goodness if their minds are filled with the knowledge of the wider world and all of its sin?
You turn a few more pages and choose another interesting-looking paragraph.
I am quite convinced that Kaldor is so blinded by his so-called vision for Kalima that he cannot see the folly of his intention, and yet he is the Lord of Kalima. To publicly refute him will create confusion and anger in the people. I am a man of patience, the greatest gift His Grace has granted me. Perhaps the time will settle this young lord's idealism and grant him sense in the process.
The journal largely contains many entries of similar types and of daily matters of a monk's life. You are about to replace the journal where you found it, but your eye catches a most peculiar passage.
A wonderment was discovered in the forest this night. The spirits of the wild, long thought to be only of legend, appeared to us, and saw fit to grant my brethren and I the most blessed of all gifts. Such power we now have. Our forms can be abandoned in favor of any other, and I am to be their leader, their most powerful. They are bound to me inextricability. The spirits has made promises of greater things to come for us. Oh, it fills me with such longing. The endless possibilities, what we have achieved with our abilities. I am restless. I must leave for a time. The moon is full, and I feel the urge to join my pack as they run. Perhaps we will hunt. Perhaps we will kill. My mind is now clear, and I know the path before us. It is a path that shall lead us to greatness, and it will begin with
The passage ends abruptly. Though there are many pages left to be written on, it is evident that the final passage was written a number of years ago. How strange. You replace the journal, putting it back where you found it. You look over the book. You turn the journal.
Destruction of our nemesis, but now I no longer have the patience to write. I must run, I must hunt, I must.
The passage ends abruptly. Though there are many pages left to be written on, it is evident that the final passage was written a number of years ago. How strange. You replace the journal, putting it back where you found it. The image of the radiant full moon floods into the church, spilling a circular white light over the strange markings on the floor.
And next time, and that was this chapter. Next time we shall dig for in the church, in the graveyard.